for me, I just want to conclude that I have enjoyed my discussion in this place. We continue to seek principal unity, and maybe we also give a chance to those people who have made mistakes to accept that they have made mistakes genuinely, and to carry on the struggle knowing that it's a protracted struggle. It is not a struggle that will end next week or the following week. But we should not also shy away from having a battle of ideas in our own spaces, especially to try and sharpen ourselves. So I really appreciate Comrade Neto and Hillary, and I wish you good health, and I hope that we will meet in the streets to defend our homeland. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Comrade Puka. Homeland or death, we must defend homeland. I agree with you, Lady Justice.
Unity is power. I'll still reiterate on that, because at the end of the day, as we talking about, the Genz movement leaders who are not active currently, you're looking at Anifa, you're looking at there was Osama, there was, we have made it a thing that we fight people in the movement, and then even after we've fought them and we see that them not being part of us is actually hurting the movement, we still go ahead and keep on poking other people. Like when you put a collective, a group of people in one pot, and you say, oh, are these people like this, these people are like this, we start pointing fingers, everybody's going to come back and defend themselves whichever way they want to. But if we want to continue this movement, people have to actually learn emotional intelligence and, social intelligence, how to interact with people, and just know that you cannot just come into a forum where people are and you're just going to be throwing words and that people are not going to feel a certain way. That is given. People are going to feel a certain way, and once they feel a certain way, perhaps you've lost them with their followers, and then now the movement is it's not moving anymore. So let's be cognizant of that. Let's understand that this is not a one man's game. You're not going to do it alone and be able to reach the goals. You need everybody with their diverse opinions, with their diverse feelings about certain leaders in the country, because that's just about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lady Justice. I think emotional and social intelligence is key, and let's be tolerant moving forward in terms of helping the movement grow. Thank you very much. Dr. Bonnie? Yes, Abdi.
Yeah, okay.
Abdi?
Dr. Milton wanted to finish.
Yes, we'll give him a chance. Bonnie?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. So, look, I wanna close off by sort of hammering the same points that I made earlier, which is that our country has a lot of serious issues, and we need serious leaders. We need serious people to confront these issues and help the country. Hammering, can you hear me?
Yes, but you have an echo, so maybe you have two machines around you.
Okay, let me try it out. So our country has some serious issues, and we need to be able to come together and attack these problems. We are, in my view, standing on the precipice of total collapse as a country. Our economy is in the shambles. You look at our national psyche, right? There's absolutely no hope anywhere. So with that kind of a situation, you look at the people that historically you would look up to save us, right? Parliament, national leaders such as Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka, people like that, they are nowhere to be seen. They are nowhere to be seen because they are not interested in solving these problems. We can spend the whole day here talking about what Raila is doing and why he's doing it. The reality is he's just not interested. These people are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, right? When you look at the issues that we have right now, this is not like cancer that we got, right? It's not like we can't explain how we got to this point. The situation that we have on our hands is the result of people doing certain things or not doing certain things. I say all of that to tell you that do not look to anybody else to come and save you. The people that are going to solve these problems are you and I. I'm talking about the average Kenyan. These are the people that are going to solve this problem. Do not look to Parliament. Do not look to Raila Odinga. Do not look to your traditional politicians. They are not going to come and save you, right? You hear me talking about the issues that we have in our economy, right? Have you heard the president talking about that? Have you heard your parliamentarians talking about that? Have you heard your MCA talking about it? Nobody's talking about that, right? Our country has an employment of 6-7% in the most important age group, which is 18 to 34. Nobody talks about that. Kenyans are taxed to death. Nobody talks about that. The issues that we are facing are serious, and they're not going to be faced by the people that are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's going to be you and I. You and I. As soon as we realize that and we work together, we'll be ahead. Do not look to your politicians to solve that problem. Look to yourself. Look at myself. I see Nelson Amenya is on this call. You guys have seen a lot of his work. A guy is sitting in France, and he's doing a lot more in terms of notifying Kenyans of a catastrophe that's in the making. He's doing a lot more than 100 senators in our country. How is that possible? You see the work that I do to try and bring accountability to our counties, right? Parliament is aware of all those issues and won't do a damn thing about it. You have the EACC, all the information I use in the public domain, they're not interested. They are not interested, and you guys need to realize that. So do not look to your government, and do not look to your MPs, do not look to all these sort of national leaders. They don't care about your situation. It's going to be you and I who's going to fix these problems, and you need to realize that. So look in yourself and ask yourself, how can you help your country? Your country is in need of heroes. How can you help? I'm doing what I can in terms of providing civic education. I ask all of you to look at yourself and ask yourself, how can you help? I have formed a group of very smart Kenyans. We are spending a lot of time looking at the issues that we have in the country in terms of unemployment, in terms of a breakdown of trust in government, in terms of corruption, in terms of incompetence, in terms of reviving our economy. All these sectors of economy and all these areas require expertise. If you believe that you can do something to help your country in a time of need, please get in contact with me. I'm going to drop my email here, and I'll be happy to work with you and bring you on board so that we can spend time to think about how we can solve our country's core problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bonnie, for all the good work that you do. And thank you for iterating the fact that Kenya is facing serious issues and it needs serious leaders to deal with it. It's true, the psyche and the Kenyan people have no hope. It's a country that is feeling hopeless. But the problems of Kenya can only be solved by us. Dr. Milton, please go ahead and summarize your 2 minutes.
Okay, so thank you. I was just saying that we need, in terms of moving forward, what we need to do is economic sabotage strategies. Like I said, let us do the minimum necessary spending. That is in terms of food, in terms of making sure that our people are taken care of in case they fall sick. For the people in diaspora, if you look at the CBK numbers, Central Bank of Kenya, you realize that you're sending home up to 30 billion shillings a month. If we are able to reduce that and the taxes that come with it, you're sending money for your kin to pay rent, to eat, and to do everything. If we can minimize that, we will get this country, the government, on its knees. We need to support initiatives in terms of people getting out to the street. We are talking about occupying the different institutions, starting with Parliament. For us to be able to do that, can we get all and sundry supporting these initiatives? Get out. If you're not there, you own a business that can give water, can give handkerchiefs, can do printing of materials for the people that are coming out to the street. Let's be able to do that so that we support the people who are coming out and so that we are all together. The other thing that we need to do is, I think we must be able to mobilize politically and financially. And financially here, I mean by way of resources. It doesn't have to be cash. but in the many different ways. We need to mobilize for 20th, like we said. I still believe that the story of Jericho in the Bible, how that city fell, William Ruto and his cartels and everybody that is in his corner can fall if we deploy that strategy where there is total shutdown.